Luka Doncic, a teenager barely old enough to drive, faced off against NBA superstars in their primes. Kristaps Porziņģis, Pau and Marc Gasol, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and outplayed them all, leading his underdog nation to an unprecedented championship. While his 2018 EuroLeague MVP and title at 19 are legendary, this EuroBasket run, where he carried Slovenia to a 9-0 record and their first ever FIBA title, stands as his greatest feat, a masterclass in clutch performance that left the basketball world questioning how he wasn't the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft. This is the story of Luka Doncic's improbable triumph, a tale of a prodigy who rewrote history on Europe's grandest stage. EuroBasket, held every 4 years, is Europe's answer to the Olympics, a fiercely competitive tournament where nations like Spain, France, and Serbia vie for glory, unburdened by the shadow of Team USA. For European players, it's personal, rivalries stretching back centuries fuel a passion that often surpasses even the NBA's allure. Nikola Jokic, a two-time NBA MVP, celebrated his 2023 NBA title with a shrug, muttering, "I need to go home," but wept with joy for Serbia's Olympic bronze in 2024. Doncic himself admitted a gold medal for Slovenia would mean more than an NBA championship. In 2017, Slovenia, a nation of just 2.2 million with only 13 NBA players in its history, entered EuroBasket ranked 12th by FIBA, a footnote in a tournament dominated by powerhouses. Their roster was modest. Goran Dragic, a solid NBA point guard but no all-star. Anthony Randolph, a former NBA journeyman turned Real Madrid role player, and a trio of EuroLeague players, including benchwarmers Edo Muric and Alen Omic. The third, an unproven 18-year-old named Luka Doncic, fresh off his Real Madrid senior debut at 16, already dubbed Wonder Boy, but still a mystery to many. The tournament began with Slovenia facing Poland in the group stage, a game closer than expected. Dragic erupted for 30 points, weaving through defenses with his signature flair, but it was the teenager who sealed the deal. Doncic, all lanky limbs and unshakable poise, stuffed the stat sheet with 11 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals, his fourth quarter vision and clutch plays pushing Slovenia to victory. Next came Finland, led by Lauri Markkanen, the #7 pick in the 2017 NBA draft. Markkanen torched Slovenia for 24 points on 9 of 13 shooting, trading blows with Dragic's 29. Doncic, quieter with 8 points and 8 rebounds, still made every possession count in a nail-biter that Slovenia won on the final play when Markkanen's teammates stepped out of bounds. 2 games, 2 wins, but the real test loomed. Greece, a juggernaut boasting Giannis Antetokounmpo and EuroLeague legends like Nick Kalatis and Kostas Sloukas. Against Greece, Doncic unleashed his magic. At 18, he fearlessly attacked a defense. Stacked with veterans, dropping 22 points on 7 of 12 shooting, including 3 of 7 from 3, while adding 5 rebounds and 3 assists. His step-back jumpers and no-look passes dismantled Greece's game plan, carrying Slovenia to a 3-0 record and signaling they were no fluke. Game 4 against Iceland was a formality. Dragic led with 21 points, while Doncic coasted to 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in a comfortable win. The final group stage game pitted Slovenia against France, a tournament favorite loaded with NBA talent like Evan Fournier, Boris Diaw, and EuroLeague MVP Nando De Colo. Undaunted, Doncic and Dragic formed a dynamic duo with Dragic's 22 points and 8 assists, complemented by Doncic's 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Slovenia's blowout victory sent shockwaves through the tournament, finishing the group stage 5-0 and forcing the basketball world to take notice. As the top seed in the round of 16, Slovenia faced Ukraine, a favorable matchup. Dragic struggled, shooting 2 of 12 for 5 points, but Doncic, unfazed, delivered 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists, his slick moves in the lane and pinpoint passes easing Slovenia into the quarterfinals. There, they met Latvia, led by a prime Kristaps Porziņģis, an NBA All-Star averaging 23 points per game, flanked by the sharpshooting Bertans brothers. Porziņģis was a force, pouring in 34 points, but Doncic stole the show with the game. On the line and Slovenia's lead slipping in the fourth, the teenager took over, dropping 27 points, including 4 3-pointers and 9 rebounds. His pull-up jumpers and fearless drives against the 7-3 Porziņģis showcased a maturity beyond his years, sealing a 103-97 victory that silenced doubters. This was the moment Europe realized Doncic wasn't just a talent, he was a future all-time great. The semifinals brought the ultimate challenge: Spain, the defending champions and pre-tournament favorites, a dynasty that had won 3 of the last 4 EuroBaskets and Olympic silvers against Team USA in 2008 and 2012. Their roster was a murderer's row: Pau Gasol, fresh off an all-star season; Marc Gasol, a Defensive Player of the Year; Ricky Rubio, the Hernan Gomez brothers, and EuroLeague MVP Sergio Rodriguez. Slovenia's Cinderella story was supposed to end here. Instead, Doncic and company orchestrated one of the greatest upsets in FIBA history. Doncic, with 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists, carved up Spain's defense with surgical precision, banking in jumpers and finding cutters with ease. Slovenia's defense, anchored by Doncic's versatility, held the Gasol brothers to a combined 28 points. 3 other Slovenians joined Doncic and Dragic in double figures, delivering a 20-point annihilation that ended Spain's reign. Slovenia, now 8-0, stood 1 win from immortality. The final pitted Slovenia against Serbia, a basketball titan with 3 European and 2 world championships, led by Bogdan Bogdanovic, Boban Marjanovic, and EuroLeague star Vasilija Micic. The game was an instant classic, with both teams trading blows in a frenetic first quarter. Doncic exploded in the second, racing coast to coast for a highlight reel finish, sparking a 36-point quarter that gave Slovenia a 9-point halftime lead. Dragic was unstoppable, dropping 26 points in the first half, while role player Klemen Prepelic caught fire, hitting clutch threes en route to 21 points. But Serbia roared back in the third, with Marjanovic dominating the paint. Disaster struck when Doncic went down with an ankle injury, limping off with 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists in just 2.5 quarters. With their young star sidelined, Slovenia faced a 4-point deficit entering the fourth. The European crown hung in the balance. Dragic and Prepelic refused to fold. Prepelic's fearless shooting and Blazic's tough drives kept Slovenia alive, while Anthony Randolph battled Marjanovic for crucial rebounds. In the final 90 seconds, Slovenia's defense clamped down, and clutch free throws sealed a 93-85 victory. Slovenia had done the impossible, finishing 9-0 to claim their first EuroBasket title. Dragic, with 35 points in the final, earned MVP honors, but Doncic's fingerprints were everywhere, averaging 14.3 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. Across the tournament, he earned all-tournament first team and young player honors, outshining stars like Jokic and Antetokounmpo, who have yet to win a major international title. At 18, Doncic had conquered Europe's biggest stage. The following year, Doncic's EuroLeague dominance, Rookie of the Year, MVP, Finals MVP, and a championship at 19 cemented his legend. By 20, his resume rivaled European greats who played entire careers. Yet, in the 2018 NBA draft, he was picked 3rd, behind DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley III, a decision that now seems absurd. His EuroBasket heroics, defying athleticism doubts with unmatched skill and poise, proved he was the best prospect available. Luka Doncic wasn't just the greatest teenage basketball player ever, he was a phenomenon who rewrote what was possible. What's your favorite Luka Doncic EuroBasket moment? Was it his 27-point masterpiece against Porziņģis, the Spanish dynasty's collapse, or Slovenia's historic triumph? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button to spread Luka's legend, and subscribe for more epic basketball stories. Next, dive into our video on Mohamed Dabone, the 13-year-old phenom dubbed Wemby Antetokounmpo, and the controversy that could shape his path to the 2030 NBA draft.